come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy. And tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama. I'm in a mud league, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game. Blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go!
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Luck on first down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
90.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons.
Here we go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check. Check. 53's mine. Bandit.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 59 yards yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the air, Allen almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now going to throw again. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 59, Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Monday. Let's get off the field. Check 52. Pilot, 64. Weak.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Luck. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is Stills on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Go.
From the 50, it's long. And Diggs has it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Check out. 380. Let's go.
This is Michelle on the counter. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Sony Michel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A give running right is Mack. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground.
First down, Atlanta.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, 11 feet. Check, check. Lucky.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeVal. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Luck now to throw. Caught by Montgomery. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ty Montgomery. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out.
It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Mike. 59, 59. Hey, tight. Hey, alert 3, alert.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Allen's throw is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Allen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And going deep for... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Carolina. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique, his ability to see the quarterback throw the ball.
And this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there. That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That one complete to Hill. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A final shot before the break. Luck. It's complete to Diggs. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day, every day.
Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 55 yards.
First and 10.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Watch QB's up. Alert. We got top 52.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Pierre Garçon. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, Michel, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Switch gears. 25, check 25.
And it's Michel once again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now Michelle, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Here we go.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis splits it. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. That is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man, Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyler Boyd, 95 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing his line. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Love. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? And the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hill going to try the right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Alert 3. Shit. Shit.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Kill. Turn up.
Allen now looks to throw. He is going to find Hill here. That one goes for 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Michel. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Locke, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kenny Stills with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Shift. Half 85.
Mike 5'9".
To throw, it's Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd and 5.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Samson Abuka in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. So Allen's going to look to throw. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Allen to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Luck now to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Luck. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Lock. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Mack. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game. So for the Panthers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside
how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. Like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Brady Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me